everybody, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching. How you all doing? It is Friday, October the 21st. So I want to talk a little bit about Meghan Markle, of course, and her podcast she just did on Bimbos. I don't know, and also the article she did with Variety. As I told you before, Meghan has this list of things she wants to accomplish, and she's going to do it with the help of the Hollywood elite and the political elite. There's a role for her, and as long as she produces, they'll continue to promote her. There's nothing she can do that's wrong, y'all. Now all she's doing is talking about, in the Variety interview, he said, I'm so smart, I love Jeopardy, I do Scrabble, I'm just a nerdy mom. It's like, okay, first of all, thou dost protest too much. And even in your podcast, you're sitting there saying that you're so smart and you were the smartest one in the class. It wasn't about looks. It's like, okay, Meghan, okay, what are you doing? You know, it's like, why do you keep trying to push this image of you of being smart? Because to me, if you were so smart, you wouldn't be calling your show Archetypes, you'd be talking about stereotypes. Well, at least if you are going to talk about stereotypes, say you talk about stereotypes on your show or podcast, archetypes, but you don't do that. You conflate the two. And nobody's corrected you, evidently, on that. All your producers that's supposed to be helping you didn't. Maybe they did, and you just didn't listen. So I'm just saying, she is, to me, Meghan's just used this opportunity to say, I'm going to show you who the real whoever's are. This is the real diva. That's the real bitch. That's the real Bimbo. Not me. Oh, no, not me. I'm too smart for that. And the other thing is, people say they don't understand what a narcissist does. They're chameleons. They can be whatever you want them to be. They will be whatever they think you want them to be. Okay, so here we have Meghan, and also the other thing is that Meghan ghosts people all the time. She uses them, manipulates them, and then when she gets what she wants, or if she doesn't get what she wants from that person, she's ready to drop them. But definitely once she gets what she wants from them, then it's like, I don't know you anymore. And we saw that with her husband Trevor. We saw that with her family. We saw that with the royal family. You know, she will drop kick you and under that bus as fast as she can once she gets what she wants. And I can say that because look at the show she's the Deal or No Deal show. That show got her opportunities to go to the next level because she was seeing about other people. She could put that on a resume. And all she could do is bad talk it. And let me tell you, Howie Mandel has never said anything bad about Meghan. All he said was he didn't remember her. You know, as a person, he didn't remember. I don't know what went on behind the scenes, whatever happened there. People saying that the wife thought that she was coming on to his wife or something like that. I mean, to her husband, Howie. I don't know if that's true. I just read that the other day, but he just said, all he said about her is, I think he didn't remember, but she did great for herself. He didn't say anything negative, but here she comes out saying she was objectified on the show and they treated the girls like bimbos. So she got what she needed from Deal or No Deal, and now she's bad-mouthing. Other people saying, well, all those other shows like Austin Powers and How I Met Your Mother, did she actually audition for those shows and she got turned down, and so that's why she's going after those shows on her podcast? Because it's kind of creepy. I mean, how many years ago you could, if you're going to make a point, it's probably better to make the point with something more relevant than to keep going back 20, 30 years ago and talk about something that happened, or show or whatever. I mean, it just makes more sense. Or if you could compare and contrast where we were before and where we are today, I could understand that. But she's going back so many years for old shows to make points. And I'm just saying, and that someone else has said, and I starting to think maybe they're right. Maybe she auditioned for the shows or tried to audition for the shows and never got it, so she's going to badmouth them now. She's taking her platform to badmouth them. Like I told y'all before, she will use you, manipulate you, and then ghost you. Because, you know, she was trying for a very long time to get into acting when she first started, when she was living in LA, but when she was first starting out. So my thing is, this girl's got a vendetta. Okay, so now she's got the Variety interview. And she's talking about the Queen as though they were good friends. Oh, I had a warm relationship with her. No, you didn't. You may have started out, if you anybody look at that wedding, you could tell the Queen was not amused with that wedding. And I think she did her best to help Meghan in the beginning. She took her on one of the engagements with her. She gave her some of her assistants to help bring her up, even though Meghan said nobody tried to help her, which is, y'all know that that's not true. Okay, the Queen took her out on an engagement with her. I'm sure the Queen had a conversation with her. And Meghan could have at any time probably had asked the Queen for advice or whatever, but she didn't care. Meghan wasn't planning on staying in the family. Meghan wanted a leg up, and then when she leaves, like anything else, she talks bad about the people who helped her. So Oprah and Gayle and Tyler Perry and all these other people who are trying to help her, once she gets what she wants from y'all, it's going to be the same thing. Just like Sunshine Shack, they left. I'm glad they did finally, because I was like, well, how much are they going to put up with her and her antics? So, the Netflix deal. Y'all know she's trying to distance herself from that. She already said, quote unquote, or let me just say, she already said, paraphrasing, she said that she trusted the director with their story, and she don't think it's going to be told the way she would have told it. First of all, she likes to manipulate and control everything. But two, she knows the stuff in that thing that they're going to use that she said, she and her husband, that's going to be against the royal family. And she knows right now that the titles for her children are up for grabs right now. So she's in jeopardy. So she's going to they've been trying to really work very hard with not seeing anything that's going to rock that boat on the side of where those kids don't get their titles. But I'm going to do a reading right now. I can just pull a card because I'm thinking about it and talking about it on her the Netflix deal. Is it going to go through? Is it going to? I know they postponed it, but is Netflix going to keep everything in the show that they said? Because look, if they do, Netflix got some gold on their hands, because that stuff gonna come back to bite her. But of course, she's trying to manipulate. She already know it could be bad, so she's already trying to damage control out there by saying that little thing. Okay, so I got the card. It's the Experience, which is the Lovers. This is the Business Tarot. It's right side up. But if you look in the back, everybody in the back, I don't know if you can see it, I'll use this on my thumbnail, everybody in the back behind these two people who are in this relationship are on the ground or been zapped or something. So I think this business deal is going to really hurt Meghan. I think the Netflix deal is going to come out, and I do believe they're going to keep everything in there she said and more, because I think she's pissed them off. She's coming out against them, saying that she doesn't, she trusted the director, and she's going to say more things about it. Don't believe you me about this thing, and she's going to try to get other people to say stuff about it to try to stop it. Now, Harry's book is going to come out, and there's some things in there, and I think that the publisher is going to do the same thing. I really think that they're going to just keep putting in what he said. They're not going to change a lot to soften the blow. Although I think the book deal, the publisher is probably more going to help Harry in some way. I already told you that the royal family was going to try to stop it or discourage the sales, and they're going to do that. But I think they're more willing to work with Harry, as long as Meghan doesn't get involved with trying to push them to change things. They'll help him. But if he lets her get in there and try to change stuff, get involved with that, I think they'll do the same thing Netflix is going to do and say, look, we're going to make our money. You done said it, you done signed off on it, and we know people, when they're going to read it, they're going to be all over this book. If we just put some dull book out there about just your life and stuff like that, at this point where everything's going on, it ain't going to do that well, because people don't like y'all anyway. But if there's something in there salacious in there that you've said, now that you want to get taken out, we're going to keep that in. Because you made the deal. You make a deal with the devil, this is what happens. You don't control the devil. You can't. You can just control yourself. So I just feel like this is going to be, Charles is waiting to see what happens with the Netflix deal. He's waiting to see what comes out with that book before he makes any decision. I don't think he really wants to give those kids those titles. I really don't think he wants to, y'all. Because if he was like, if it's, think about it, if it's your father and you have a good relationship with your father and you got these kids, yeah, he could change rules and stuff like that. But I think because he only has 2 children, William and Harry, it's not like he got 10 of them. I think he could give them the titles now, but I think there's a lot going on. The relationship is so strained. You don't trust them, and the kids aren't over in the UK, and all this stuff is coming out about the royal family and what he could possibly say, especially about Camilla, and Harry telling everything from the point of view of his mother, and he thinks of his mother, trying to help his mother, you know, Meghan trying to be Diana and trying to, you know, channel her. I think that he's like, I'm done with it. I don't have to give you anything. I got to do my job, and I'm going to do my job. But I don't have to give you anything because it'll be a token title. It would be, y'all. It would be a token title at this point because, and I think that Charles, more than likely, I don't know if he's going to take Meghan's and Harry's title away only if the book and the Netflix deal comes out to be very negative against the royal family, and especially Camilla. But by then we'll all have known that that's what's coming because of what they've done, and we're going to expect it. And yeah, people are going to be upset about it, like Meghan and Harry. But hey, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You definitely can't go out there and slander your family and think that they're going to sit there and just take it. Sorry, I know some of y'all people out there like Meghan and Harry. You know, but you cannot do that. And that's, if it was your family, you would say the same thing. You'd be a little upset about it. You don't want to work for the family. All you want to use is a title, and that's the one thing you want from me. You're not getting it. So, because that not just going to hurt me that you got it, but it's going to hurt me that you're out there talking about the family and slandering us. And so I have to disassociate myself with you, and you go about your own way, and we go about our own way. And I think that's just the best thing. If we're going to be like this, and we're going to be adversarial, then we don't need to be together, and you don't need to be here. That's my opinion, y'all. So I'll read it. Anyway, y'all have a great day. I wanted to do a quick reading while I'm driving to work. Got my video camera on my car, so I'm not holding the camera. So if anybody has anything to say about that, I got it because I sometimes have these revelations that I want to talk about when I'm driving. So instead of talking to myself, I talk to y'all. I'll do a full reading this week on what's going on with Harry and Meghan, because there's other things coming out. We ain't there yet. It's not over, y'all. It's not over. It's not over because she will never rest until she becomes president, or at least get to run for Congress or some type of high-level position in America. It's not over. It's not over. She's got a long way to go before she get all the support behind her, but I do believe she's going to do that. Not this year, probably in the next couple of years. So it ain't over. She's going to continue to make drama, make headlines, as long as the media keeps talking about her. And that's the other thing. The thing is, we've talked about the media not putting them on the front page or keep talking about them all the time. I know there's a lot of stuff going on, but the more they give her attention, the more she can show that the elites that she can draw an attention and distraction, right? And wreck stuff. Okay, so now the Harry and Meghan are signing up with Elton John and these other celebrities to go after them for snooping in their private information, getting their private information and putting it out there. That's what I keep saying. Media is stupid. Y'all keep snooping, and you keep putting her out there. And so every time y'all target them or talk about them, they come back and target you. Whether or not what happened was true or not, that what they're saying about the media, the newspaper that they're trying to sue, it doesn't matter, because they're going to put you in litigation for as long as they can, and they're probably going to end up winning a little bit of money. Or even if it's not monetary, it's going to be something against the actual newspaper, and it's going to change the industry. And that's what they're going to use again. See how that's how they're going to use it and say, see how we changed the media? See how we changed the industry? They're going to use y'all. Y'all are being used. You're being played, media. You're being played. I keep trying to tell y'all that you are all being played. There are people who want to silence people on talking about things and put news out that is truthful and factual, even if it's about individuals or companies or situations with the government. And this is a way they can silence a whole lot. We'll just start with this one little case right here, right? And we'll keep doing it. If y'all keep putting stuff out there, whether it's true or not, we will put you in litigation. And they are being supported by elites, y'all. They're being supported by elites. It's not just coming out of Harry's and Meghan's pocket to start these cases. There's people with an agenda behind them that are helping them. And so as long as the media keep playing into that game, like we're going to talk about Harry and Meghan every day, you know, getting new information. Now, the books that's come out, like with about Meghan and Harry, I think those are going to be fine. You notice they haven't come after them because they know they got supporting evidence and collaborating evidence, and they're not those two books, the Courtiers. I forget the two authors, Valentine Lowe. So Valentine Lowe and then the other Tom. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those two books that came out, they got collaborating evidence, and they're not going to get out of that. However, the media, they're going in a different direction. They say, okay, we'll just go after the newspapers because they're digging and getting out information. We'll go to the sources who are providing Valentine Lowe and Tom the information. So, believe you me, Meghan and Harry aren't that smart. There are people behind them that are supporting them and paying their way because they have an agenda to ruin the media. Media is not all perfect anyway, but if they can make it where nobody believes the media and tear them down and win money, like I said, it's just a tick mark on their resume about, see, y'all say we don't do anything, but we've changed the media. We've changed the magazine industry, especially over there in England. So stop letting them target y'all, people, please. Anyway, y'all have a great day. I will do a full reading this week on Meghan and Harry and what's going on. So anyway, y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.